Everyone knows it's crunch time in Major League Baseball, and the Mets have their work cut out for them. They are clinging to a 1.5 game lead for that final wild card spot, and they welcome in the team ahead of them in the standings on Tuesday in the San Diego Padres. We're going to break down the pitching matchups, what they look like, and what we can hope for the team to come away with at the end of Thursday. If you are new to the channel, guys, I'm Tony. Welcome to Content from Fireside Mets. Be sure to subscribe and leave this video a like as we take you through the ups and downs of a 162 game season. Let's take a look at game one here on Tuesday evening. The Mets are trying something different against the Padres. Clay Holmes is getting the start, but Sean Manaea is lined up right behind him in a piggyback role. Holmes hasn't been great, but steady enough lately. He's just not getting deep into games. 5 innings just once in his last 9 starts. So using him almost like an opener makes sense, and it also makes sense to use Manaea out of the pen. He's had a struggle since returning from injury, but he's been effective in small doses. Stats to remember: first time through the order for Manaea, holding opponents to just a 703 OPS. The numbers get much worse after that, but the Mets are hoping by combining these two, they may be able to get 7 or 8 effective innings. Game 2, the Mets will hand the ball to David Peterson looking for something. His first half dominance was a big reason for the Mets' success, and it's no coincidence his struggles have come at the same time as the Mets. Peterson's ERA since August 6th is 7.13. His strikeouts and FIP remain healthy, but he's had trouble putting innings to bed. A 55.8% left on base percentage is killing him. He's been having a terrible time getting out of jams, something he was really good at during his first half success. Meanwhile, Nick Pivetta has turned in a really solid year, 2.73 ERA over 29 starts. He hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in his last 6 starts, including a shutout over 7 innings last time against the Reds. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Mets if Peterson doesn't match zeros with the right-hander. And finally, the finale. There was no guarantee Jonah Tong would get another start after his brutal appearance versus the Rangers, where he failed to get out of the first inning, but a shot at redemption for the 22-year-old. That Friday night, Tong was just a strike away from getting out of that jam before he was bitten by some soft contact. It ended up snowballing into 6 runs as Tong was visibly shaken leaving the mound. He's hoping for a bounce back, and he'll go up against a tough counterpart. Dylan Cease taking the hill for the Padres. Cease hasn't had a dominant year in his second go-around with San Diego. He's got a 4.59 ERA, even the topic of trade rumors at the deadline. But the Mets faced him on the West Coast in the opener of that series, and it was Mark Vientos with a grand slam. Don't forget, was robbed of one earlier in that game too. The focus, though, is on Tong. Can the 22-year-old prove he belongs in the majors, or are the lights just a little too bright for him right now? Hopefully the Mets can take 2 out of 3. They have the Nationals this weekend, who they haven't really played that well against, but they have swept them twice at home this year. But we know then they go to Wrigley to play the Cubs, and then the final weekend of the season in Miami versus the Marlins. Hopefully the Mets already have a playoff spot locked up there. But let me know in the comment section below. Predict the Mets record in this 3-game series with the Padres. Leave this video a like, and be sure to subscribe for more elite content from Fireside Mets.